Hi, I'm Emily. Welcome to my home. I'm here to instruct or facilitate a restorative yoga practice for you today. So there are times when we feel lethargic and particularly drawn to the earth, and there are occasions when we kind of have the fizz in us to fight that and to kind of combat it and overcome it. And there are other moments where we just need to allow it and to have a rest. So this sequence is for you to practice whenever you feel you have the opportunity. Perhaps light a candle, maybe spritz some nice fragrance into the air, turn your mobile phone on silent, and let people around you know that you're just finding a space for yourselves to be at ease with this sense of depletion. So we're going to go onto the mat and really find ourselves in a place where we match, not fight, the need to be close to the ground. So if you want to come back to, if you want to come to your mat and just let the soles of the feet rest on the floor and lower down onto your backs. Lift your shoulders up and take them down towards your waist so you have a little bit more space around the ears. And then do the same thing with the hips. Just lift them up and lower them, maybe even just a millimeter down the mat. That will allow the whole of the lower back to spread more easily on the floor, and the same with the shoulder girdle. Take your palms to your belly, so make a little triangle with your thumb and forefingers and place that over the belly. The gaze goes up to the ceiling. And see if you can draw your belly into your breath. So soften the belly. You want a jelly belly here. And start to connect with the rise and the fall of the breath. So we're going to practice a little elongation of your exhalations. Just breathe out and empty the lungs of any air. Perhaps open the mouth and stick the tongue out. Expel it out. Have a moment to pause. And then mindfully, if you can, breathe in through the nose for 2 counts. 1, 2. Have a moment to pause at the top of the breath and then exhale for 3 breaths through the nose. Now inhale for 3. Hold the breath at the top and exhale for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have a rest. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath full in the belly. And then exhale for 5 if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you can do a little bit longer, extend. Inhale for 5, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath and then exhale for 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Allow your breath to return to a more natural state, but see if you can keep breathing from the belly. So the exhalations trigger the parasympathetic nervous system, which overrides your fight, flight, and flee response to any stressful triggers around you. Just bring your heels in close enough that you can tickle them with your fingertips as your palms lie down by your side. And then just practice placing a little pressure through your palms and pressing your lower spine into the mat. Exhale here. Inhale, keep the pressure pushing down into the mat. And when you're at the top of that inhalation, I just want you to imagine that you've got a string attached to the belly button, and you start to exhale and float your hips off the earth. Keep your knees drawing together. Shoot your thighs forwards. And at the top of that exhalation, take a brief pause. Then inhale, lift the arms up and over the head. So I'm taking opposite elbow, but you could extend both hands behind you. Whichever you prefer, stay here for a couple of breaths and just see if you can watch your rib cage rise and fall. Now we're going to keep the arms above the head. And I'd like you to now imagine your 26 vertebrae of the spine as if they're beads on a necklace. And starting at the top of the spine, you're just going to lay each bead down onto the mat, one by one. So as you release the spine into the mat, you may feel a couple of little clicks or oozes. Enjoy that. It's all good. Finally, let the hips sink into the ground. And then we're going to inhale and draw the arms up and draw the knees into the chest. So if you've been isolating, a lot of us have been living alone. It can be really important to increase the amount of sensation in our bodies that we usually be getting from the presence of other people. So enjoy this embrace here and now. Hold yourselves tight. Really allow yourselves to embrace yourselves. At first that might feel like a strange concept, but enjoy that feeling. Build it up. Hold it in. And then just exhale and lift the forehead to the knee. Inhale, lie the head back. And then exhale, bring forehead to knee. Inhale, lie the head back. And then extend your left leg out in front of you. Draw the toes up towards you and let your right knee come in towards your armpit. Inhale, this is called wind removing posture. And exhale. So maybe here you want to just check that both your shoulders are still making good contact with the ground. And then we're going to span the right palm out to the side and just take that right knee over to the left. So we're having a little spinal twist. Relax the left foot now. So it may be that your right knee comes into contact with the floor. It might not on the opposite side. It's not really the point. We're really focusing on stretching through the spine. So don't worry about anything here. Inhale, come back to that belly breath. Soften your jaw and your gaze. Exhale, keep that right shoulder drawing down to the ground. So the main effort I find is that the left palm is on top of the right knee, drawing the right knee down, and the right shoulder. Everything else can relax. Then place your left palm on the inside of the right knee so that you can draw it back up to center. Draw the left knee in to meet it, and then we're just going to draw some little circles, knees together in an anti-clockwise direction, 3 circles that way. You're massaging through the lower back, and then 3 in the other direction. And then we're going to extend the right leg forwards. So pushing down with the heel into the ground, aiming for the back of the knee to contact the ground. It probably won't because there's a little bit of space behind the knees. And then draw that left knee in towards the left armpit. So all the effort here is coming, you interlace your fingers over the left knee. All the effort here is coming from the elbows. So just inhale, maybe your knee will reach away from you as you fill your belly with air. And exhale, draw that knee a little closer into the armpits. Tuck your chin to elongate the back of the neck. And now we're going to come into the twist on the opposite side. So expand your left arm, shoulder height on the floor to the side. Take your right palm to the outside of your left knee and draw yourselves into that twist. So come in really gently. And your gaze is over to the left-hand side. So again, it's not the point that your knee comes into contact with the floor. If you're feeling too tender, just ease off with the pressure on your left knee. Keep the left shoulder grounding into the floor. Inhale and exhale. What you might like to do is use your right palm and just draw the flesh from your back over towards your right hand side. So you're encouraging the twist in the fascia as well. So that's the webbing around your muscles, the soft tissue around your muscles and the bones. That can feel really nice. One more breath here. Really soften the tension away from the legs and the face and belly and the shoulders and the spine. Bring that right hand underneath the left knee and draw that knee upright. And again, bring the knees into the chest. This time we're going to circle the knees, but what we're going to do is bring them down the midline together and then separate them, draw them away from each other, and then they come to meet at the top. So you're drawing circles but in separate motion. These in separate motion. So 3 in that direction. And then what I'd like you to do when your knees reach the top the next time, you separate them at the top and bring them around towards you. And then away, around. They meet together near the chest, draw them away. One more time. So you'd be looking upwards. That's great, lovely. So we're just going to take a little rock and roll here and massage through the spine. So nothing too much. Energetically, yes, you're building up. What I want you to look for is areas in your spine that you sort of jump over. So when you get to those areas, just see on the next roll whether you can smooth out that jump. That's where your spine is perhaps a bit dry, a bit depleted. Lovely. So come up now into seating. Now you can keep your one leg extended. So if you're going to extend a leg, keep the left leg extended and just hop the right knee over the top. So it sort of matches up to where your left knee is underneath. If you want to have a go, you can also bend that left knee underneath you and then both knees are stacked. Imagine that you've got shoes a bit like Aladdin shoes on, so they're curling at the toes, and that will protect your knees here. Inhale and draw your arms up. Exhale down the midline. 2 more breaths like that. Inhale, draw up, look up, lift out of the waist. Exhale down the center line. 1 more. Inhale, draw up, look up. Exhale down the center line. Lovely. Fantastic. Then take a hold of your toes and inhale, draw your spine really nice and long. So ground into your sit bones and push through your seat so that you can feel your spine lift. And then exhale, reach forwards. Ooh, gorgeous. That's going to get you in the hips. Really nice. So you can keep reaching down and down and down if you like. Round through the neck. Take your nose to your knees, gaze to the floor. When you're ready, rolling back up. Then inhale, draw the arms up 1 more time. This time, bend the right elbow so that your right palm is drawing down, and then reach your left arm behind so you're aiming to come into cow-faced palms. So it gives a nice openness in the chest. You can take a hold of your t-shirt behind your back if you can't quite reach your fingertips, that's absolutely fine. So just notice that lift you get in the chest. Draw your shoulders away from you. Inhale and exhale. So think about lengthening through that exhalation again. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. So release the palms up, draw the shoulders, and just give yourself a few rounds of shoulder rolls. Release the tension one way and the other. 2 and 3. Just lean back in the arms and stretch the legs forward. So we're going to swap over this time. You're going to have the right leg underneath, hop the left leg over, and if you're going to have in the extended version of the posture, that's absolutely fine. You just have your left knee lowered over your extended right leg. Try and line the knees up. Otherwise, just lean over to the side and bring that right knee underneath the left. So we're going to inhale once more, draw up. It's symmetrical. You can all have a little work around, see what suits you. Inhale and draw up. And then exhale. Ooh, get into those hips. Great. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lift the belly away from the legs. Find length in the front body. And then exhale, fall forwards. Release your head and neck. Inhale, draw up, look up. And lift the arms up. This time we reverse, so exhale, the right hand bends at the elbow and works up the back, whereas the left arm reaches down. Inhale and draw the right elbow away from your ear. Open up the shoulders. Exhale. Good. Come back to the belly breath. Soften. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. So we're going to go through what we call our peak posture. You're just going to feel quite open in the front body. Come back again so that the soles of the feet are on the mat. And just walk your palms, fingertips pointing towards you, slightly behind you. Push through the palms, exhale and lift up. So you're coming into tabletop. And you want to think about, oh, would I be able to put a cup of tea on my table? So take the gaze forwards. You may even want to release the head back. Inhale, draw away from the mat. Exhale. Find a twist in your arms. So think about rolling your eyes at the elbows in towards each other. Keep the glutes engaged, pushing up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Keep the knees drawing together, active thighs. Exhale, 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1 more breath. Inhale. And gently release. Exhale, draw your gaze forward, lower the hips down, and then come back onto the mat. So we're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee. Float your right hand up and draw it inside the little shape, the little kind of triangle shape that your legs make. Lift your left knee up and just slightly float your lower leg up so that you can reach underneath your knee and interlace your right finger with your left hand, which goes outside the knee, the left knee. Goes outside and underneath the left knee. So the right and the left hand interlace underneath the left knee, and the right knee draws away from you. So this is another nice one for hips. Inhale and fill the belly with breath. Really plant your lumbar spine into the mat as you exhale and draw the legs towards you. Inhale, fill the belly with breath. Relax your feet. Exhale, draw the legs towards you. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. So hold here and just do a couple of little circles with the ankles. One direction. And then the other way. Lubricate through the ankles. Way. You might get a few clicks like that. A few nice releases. Then bring the knees together. Hold onto the toes. And see if you can start to stretch both legs up into the air. See how my heels lead. So really push your heels up into the air. Keep your lower back drawing down towards the mat. Your toes towards you. If you can't quite straighten your legs, or if you want to, you prefer to take a grip, you can interlace your fingers behind the calf muscles, behind the knees, behind the thighs. Just get a little sense of an inversion here. So the blood that's been gathering in the lower legs and the feet all day just has a chance to come down and flush through the body. So you're having a nice change in the direction of the circulation. And then we're going to lower the knees down again and reverse that, what we call a reclined pigeon. So the left ankle comes over the right knee. Draw your left arm inside the shape that your legs have made. Your right hand comes underneath the right knee, meeting your left fingers. Interlace the fingers, take the gaze upright, and roll the lumbar spine down. Inhale, fill the belly with breath. Push the left knee away from you, and then exhale all the effort in the elbows. Draw the legs towards you. Inhale, fill the belly with breath. Perhaps relax that hole a little bit. And exhale, draw the legs towards you. And one more time. Inhale, fill the belly with breath. And exhale, draw the legs in. And again here, just let your ankles rotate. One way and then the other. Maybe flex the feet and point the feet. Great. Draw the knees into the chest. And then we're going to come into a final relaxation. So you can come into a regular Shavasana, just extend your legs mat width apart, and then your arms out by your side. Or if you're feeling a little bit more adventurous, from this constructive rest pose, place both palms underneath your buttocks so you get a little lift in the hips. Draw the soles of your feet together and allow your knees to fall outwards into Supta Baddha Konasana. Take your gaze upright. Again, draw the shoulders away from the ears. And now you can close your eyes and feel your weight really sink into the mat. It can feel nice to have a little lavender bag on the forehead, a little pressure there on the third eye, just to slow the thoughts and the thinking down. If you're in a regular Shavasana, you could place the palms over the forehead. Has a similar impact. And just let everything that you came to the mat with dissipate. Allow it all to remain behind you. What's done is done. And before you allow your thoughts to race off to what comes next or after your relaxation, permit yourselves to fill this gap with a sense of awareness and appreciation for what you have here and now.
And now more than ever, we feel grateful for what we have, be it health or connection with other people, well-being, occupations, purpose. And try and summon some of that warmth that you generated towards yourselves earlier in that embrace. And perhaps bring somebody to mind who you can think of with a similar warmth. And send that person your positive thought. Connect. You can stay here if you want for longer, otherwise follow me. If you're in Supta Baddha Konasana, just wriggle the palms free and place them underneath the thighs so you can draw the knees together. And then everyone roll over onto your sides, keep the knees bent. Draw up, keep a support in your head so that you don't yank yourselves up. And gradually just open your eyes and take in your surroundings with this different perspective than you came to before you closed your eyes. The light in me honors the light in you. Keep well and namaste.